Stevie Thomas, and I'm the head groundsman at Easter Road Stadium. One of the big things with the FTMI, when you speak to the mentors and the people involved, it's about taking people out of their comfort zone. For me, a big thing was coming out of my comfort zone and sort of branching out. This opportunity is one that I've kind of looked at, maybe naive, but I've looked at for a number of years thinking, when the job comes up, I'm going to go for it. With the backing of FTMI, speaking to mentors, when the job actually came up, a few of the people that I contacted about it were people who I'd met at FTMI just to get their take on things. So for me, it was a big factor in deciding to move on from the golf course to this side of the business. When you do the FTMI programme, it's actually teaching you the budgeting, how you deal with people. A big one for a lot of people now, especially the modern gentleman, is the mental health side of things. Things that sometimes you're a bit too kind of proud to talk about, or you kind of brush off, but learning things like that and how different people cope and different people experience for me was a massive factor. The budgeting for the side of things, for me, just coming into management, these things were things that you kind of worry about coming in and how you're going to be able to cope with it. FTMI for that sort of thing was pretty massive. When I came in here, what I found is, again, it's things that you don't think about. So when I came in, we do a monthly meeting with the operations team, and we sit down and we discuss. They're pretty open and they tell us about Hibs as a company, as a family, how the operation works in terms of the finances, the staffing levels, different things. So again, what I take from the FTMI side of things is how you do things in the background, implementing that to the club. So for example, if I'm looking to get a new mower or even things like hand tools, you kind of have to go and express them in the right ways. So for me, a big thing I came from FTMI was how you put that across to them in terms of you do PowerPoints, you do your homework, you do the hard work rather than just going in heavy-handed and saying, I would like this. You do the background checks and you do things properly and prepare and plan and put it to the club properly, and they've got more chance of listening and taking things on board. That's one big thing I've kind of tried to bring here with me from the FTMI programme. Looking back 3 years ago, when I was kind of not unaware to the FTMI, but unaware what it could bring and just what it could do for your career, when I applied, I kind of applied not thinking I would get in. I'm thinking maybe a year or two down the line. I know people who have applied and been unsuccessful or had to wait their time. For me, I was fortunate I got in first time I've Afghan. And what it brought me, I was kind of unaware as to just how much it could bring. So for anyone thinking about applying, I would say don't think twice. Get your name in the hat. You just never know. You might think you're not ready for it yet, or it's not your time, or you might, a lot of people, myself as well, thinking maybe not I'm good enough to get in here. Don't think twice, apply, because it's amazing the doors it opens and the opportunities it can bring.